I don't know if he's actually resigned yet or not. If he has, fantastic, but we'll wait and see who his replacement is until an election is forced. If it's Chrystia Freeland, then I don't know if that's anything worth celebrating, right? If she saunters back in, it's really just Trudeau, but instead of wearing blackface, he's wearing woman face or cis woman face, whatever Chrystia actually identifies as. Regardless, that's not why I jumped on here. Why I actually jumped on is that listening to Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro, I love his podcast, his vlogs, his channel, etc. Very intelligent. He had referenced the truckers convoy and how the truckers convoy really showed a turning point for the support of Justin Trudeau in the eyes of Canadians, which I agree that was around the time where less people were supporting this idiot, right? I've never been a stan. I've never been a Trudeau stan. I saw through him from day one. This little gym teacher coming on in his jock jacket and all the BS. I knew it. I could smell him. I could smell him from a mile away. But I digress. Ben Shapiro mentioned the truckers convoy and that it was this protest relating to COVID. And he failed to mention one of the most important parts about the truckers convoy, which was that Justin Trudeau invoked the Emergencies Act. He froze the bank accounts of all of the participating truckers, which meant they ran out of fuel. They had to wrap it up, right? Because there was no sign of slowing this protest down. So not only were all of the truckers' bank accounts frozen, but so were the bank accounts of anyone who had donated to the truckers convoy via GoFundMe. Okay. And so as you can imagine, that frightened anyone else from donating, from participating. They also switched the fundraising platform from GoFundMe, because obviously they were in cahoots with the Canadian government, to another one. Can't remember what it's called, but it didn't slow down those who wanted to support the truckers. Okay. So why is this important? You may say, okay, Jamie, I'm assuming that if Justin Trudeau went through the lengths of invoking the Emergencies Act, there was clear reason. It must not have been as peaceful as it sounds. He must have tried to negotiate, et cetera, et cetera. And I will say to you, you are wrong. Not only did he not try to negotiate with the truckers or the Canadians that were supporting the convoy, he didn't address the public once throughout this duration, whether it be 9 days or 14 days, whatever it was. And he, in fact, actually took off on vacation. He went surfing in Tofino during the truckers convoy. He is such a pompous cock. I don't know if that's going to be blocked out. He is such a wretched person. I don't think that Canada gets as much recognition. I know we don't get as much recognition as the US, right? But truly, what this man has done to our country is, I hope he ends up in jail. I hope he ends up in jail. He is horrible. But yes, he froze the bank accounts of truckers and its supporters. And so for anyone who watches Ben Shapiro, which will be a hell of a lot more people than who watch this, it wasn't just the fact that there was a protest. There was an Emergencies Act enforced, freezing the bank accounts of the participants of that convoy to stop it, because it was successful, it was peaceful, and they hated that it was peaceful. They hated it. And once they couldn't get people to commit any kind of violence or to disrupt those that were running it, they had to force the hand and put in the Emergencies Act. So a bunch of cowards. And yes, I now am irritated and I have to finish my coffee and go back to work. Thank you for